Hello friends, now let's talk about what you as a patient or the family members of a patient with bipolar disorder need to know. In simple terms, this is what is called as psychoeducation for the patients and family members suffering from bipolar disorder. There are different aspects of this psychoeducation that we should be aware of. The first and foremost is you should be knowing what are the symptoms of bipolar disorder that we have discussed in my previous video, which you can find on this our Prerna Inspiring Minds Prerna Hospital channel. So awareness about the bipolar disorder, its symptoms, how it presents, what is to be done if my patient becomes suicidal. So you have to take all suicidal precautions, you have to keep away all the sharp objects, you have to make sure that somebody is always with the patient if he is into a depressive phase and expressing suicidal ideas. So these are the little things that you should be aware about the clinical status of the patient. That is the first part. Then the second part that is very important is adherence to medications. What does it mean? It simply means that the person suffering from bipolar disorder should take medications as prescribed by the doctor. Please do not alter either doses of the medications, timings of the medications, because your psychiatrist has prescribed it considering all your clinical status as well as your lifestyle as well. If you are having any problems with the medications, please visit your psychiatrist again. Discuss with him that I am having, say, some patient may get excessive daytime sleepiness. So you just discuss that. Your psychiatrist will make certain adjustments into the medications and you will no longer suffer from the side effects. So if you have been prescribed certain medications, please take them as advised by your psychiatrist. It's a very, very crucial thing to do, as the medications are the only thing which are going to prevent the future relapses. The second important thing about that I would like to highlight here, apart from medication adherence, is staying away from the addictions. Now, this is a mood disorder where the mood is disturbed. So many times these patients in manic phase have pleasure seeking habit. So if they take the alcohol, cannabis or any other psychoactive substance like marijuana or maybe opioids, anything, they may get temporary pleasure out of it. But these are the brains, these bipolar disorder brains are the brains where they may seek excessive pleasure and may become dependent very fast, and that will again lead to troubles of this patient, because already there is a disordered brain. Now it has got addicted to some substances like alcohol, opioids or any other. So please stay away from any addictions. That is my third advice. Then the fourth thing that you and family members need to know is what are the early signs of relapses. As said in my prior video, this is a disorder which is relapsing and remitting, meaning that for some days or months the patient will be in either mania, hypomania or in a depressive phase. Then he may be completely alright in between. That doesn't, if he is alright, that doesn't mean that he will be alright ahead. By nature, this next episode may be again coming, either mania or depression. So how to identify that probably the episode is coming? Because once you identify yourself ki this is the start of a new episode in early phase, with only few adjustment in medicines or few medicines per se, we can stop that episode or abort that episode there itself. So some signs are like change in sleep will be the initial sign. Change in the behavior of the person. If you feel that this person is behaving a bit, either he is becoming over familiar, he is becoming more talkative than his usual nature, or either he is becoming more withdrawn and more sad, he is getting fatigued easily, then that may be the start of either in first case the manic or hypomanic episode, or in the second case a depressive episode. Irritable mood, छोटी छोटी बातों पे गुस्सा हो जाना, irritability, that is again indicative of early sign of relapse. Another thing that may be indicating towards the relapse is change in his usual habits. He has become more pleasure seeking now. He has started going out more. He has started watching movies more. He has started playing games more. So they may be the pleasure seeking habits of early signs of relapse. So this is how you, in general, you have to keep watch. Then the fifth thing is you have to be cautious about the consequences of this disorder. One consequences, as I said in prior video, is long term there may be cognitive impairment, meaning that the person's ability to work as a human being, that is intellectual capacities, decision making, behavior with others, or the calculation abilities, or the mathematical capacities, or whatever the task he is doing, over the period, if goes untreated, may become more and more worse. Second important thing is you have to remember that bipolar disorder by nature is a relapsing and remitting. So even with medications, that is mood stabilizers, sometimes breakthrough episodes may happen. So you have to be vigilant. So it's not that कि medication खा रहा है फिर भी episode कैसे आया. Don't fall into that dilemma. Sometimes body's metabolism changes. Say किसी का weight gain हुआ है 10 kg. So the same dose which he was receiving may not be effective in preventing the next episode. So the dose adjustment has to be done accordingly. Another aspect is, among the consequences, you should be watchful for the suicide. Either initially he may vocalize that he is feeling worthless, he is feeling like not living. Later on he may express the suicidal ideas. You sit with the person. If you have any doubt about he is going through this, please talk to him and assess. Give some empathic listening. Listen to him. Let him come out. And then after that, what you can do is you can bring him to the psychiatrist that he is having suicidal ideas. But in the meantime, in the home, you have to take all the precautions, like do not keep sharp objects or medications with the patient. Make sure that he is always under observership. He is always being observed by somebody in the family. We even advise them not to go to the toilet alone if there is a high suicide risk. The latch can be kept open. So if you hear some noise that something he is doing inside, you can immediately rush and stop him from a suicide attempt. So such precautions may be needed to save the life of that person. Another consequences is many times these patients enjoy being in bit elated mood state, or what we say hypomanic mood state, or the manic state, where they feel good, but in that state they may take many irrational decisions. So if there has been a history of irrational decisions in the prior episodes, say there were few of my patients who did financial transactions in the tune of lakhs of the rupees, and all those were the irrational decisions which they regretted later, which they won't have taken in a normal mood state. but they suffer the losses because other person takes the opportunity of his mood state. So it is the responsibility of the family members that he to make sure that he doesn't enter into any contracts of any nature during this mood state. You can intimate the other party if somebody is involving him forcefully. You can intimate him of the legal consequences. That is one thing. And it is always better to have a joint account with the signature of the patient and somebody responsible from the family for dealing with any financial transaction. That is a suggestion from my side. I am not saying that all should go for it. It's your personal choice. So this is all about psychoeducation that a patient with suffering from bipolar disorder or the family members of the bipolar disorder patient need to know. Thank you for listening to me.